Hello, everyone. I'm Amanda, your host today. We are back with IWA's podcast. IWA in short, Women for Women Association. Women come together for real talk, personal growth, and peer support. We are a woman-focused community where every woman will be able to lean on each other together and make a difference to the world. Follow us on our respective channels to get regular updates about our community. Hi everyone, I'm Amanda, your host today. We are back with IWA podcast. IWA in short, Women for Women Association. Women come together for real talk, personal growth, and peer support. We are a woman-focused community where every woman will be able to lean on each other together and make a difference in the whole world. Follow us on our respective channels to get regular updates about our community. So just a little bit of a background about our guest today. Okay, so we have Sharon, and she's currently pursuing her degree in NUS in food science. Wow, that's something very interesting. And we have previously Rachel with us as well, studying her PhD. So maybe let's get a little bit more about Sharon today. Okay, so hi Sharon. Just a little benefit about the people that is viewing this video. Can you do a self-introduction about yourself?
Okay, so a short intro about myself. I am currently studying in NUS as a full-time student, and at the same time, I run a design and print company which specializes in web design and development, graphic design, as well as printing services.
What's your name of the company that you're running at the moment? Seems very interesting.
Yeah, so this company is called Andrea Ink.
Okay, so just a little bit about your business itself. I understand that you actually gone through this particular circuit breaker and this pandemic situation. Is your businesses currently getting affected by this particular virus?
Yes, so my business focuses on two areas, the design part and the printing part. So the pandemic situation has affected my business because I'm not able to provide like printing services to my clients. So it has affected me, but I think I'm still very lucky because I don't really have like fixed costs because I have like freelancers to help me do like design work and stuff. So I don't really have like labor costs. Yeah. And I'm also very lucky to meet a lot of like nice people during this period. So I have like an office, and I managed to like negotiate with my landlord to work something out so that I don't have to pay so much rental fee. Yeah. So I'm considered myself as really very lucky. That's why I'm not affected that much.
Yeah, so you kind of know that this situation will come by someday. So you actually plunge yourself out of this situation by negotiating with your landlord before the circuit breaker measures kick in. Am I right to say?
Yeah, correct.
Understanding that you're actually both juggling your studies and also business. So what are the challenges and obstacles that you actually face when you actually juggle both sides of things, both your studies and your business at the same
time? Okay, so I think one thing about business is that you cannot control like how many projects you get. So like some days you have like a lot of projects, and like some days you don't have any project at all. So I think that's the difficult part because like during the exam period or like period where you have a lot of assignments, because like as a student, right, you have like exam and you cannot control like how many projects you get from your clients. And we really need to have like very good time management and like self-discipline, and to like control like how much time goes to like studies and how much time goes to business.
So you mentioned you need to control your time, so there's a balance in it. So in this case, how do you actually strike a balance within these two? Do you strike a balance out for yourself?
Actually, like at the start, okay, so at the start, it's really very difficult for me because I just cannot find a balance. Like at the start, you don't know anything about business, so you spend a lot of time on business, and then you just don't care so much about your studies, I think. So at the start, it's really very difficult, but over time, you just get used to it, and like eventually you just learn how to like control, to like manage your time.
Yeah. So time management here, it's a very key thing, especially for people that are striking a balance between um, work and also between schools, right? Schooling time.
You have to plan your business, like marketing strategies well. So like during the exam period, you just try not to do too much marketing so that you don't get that much projects. Yeah. So you need to plan properly.
I see. So that's a very good takeaway here. Time management and planning, proper planning, it's important.
Yeah.
So I believe you have been through this tough times as well, tried to juggle and at the same time coaching with your finals as well. Yeah. But as of being a forefront of Andrea Ink today, do you face any difficulties when you reach out to customers? For example, because you are such a young woman heading out to actually meet customers, to actually talk to them. Yeah. Do you meet any challenges or any obstacles along the way? Yeah, when you actually meet them.
So I'm always very like hesitant to tell my clients that I am the owner of the company, because they tend to like don't really trust you because you are so young and you are a woman. And but I think you just need to like deliver good quality work to them. And like as a woman, I think you need to like protect yourself as well. I think as a woman, like some clients, they just tend to like hit up on you. You just need to protect yourself. And other than that, it's not so difficult, I think.
So you mentioned about sometimes clients will actually hit up on you. So have you get hit up before when you actually go and meet them, or any example that you can actually quote us that that you actually experience in firsthand about this particular gender portion? Yeah.
Okay, so some clients actually hit up on me, and like they are quite creepy. So sometimes like because when you do website design, you have to meet the clients, and some clients, they will ask you to meet up with them at night, and you can't reject them because I mean they are your clients, so it's very difficult to reject them. And like after you go out with them, they ask you to drink with them alone, you alone with the client. So but I just try to like protect myself and make it clear that we are just a client and seller relationship.
So after that, did they pester you even more when you actually draw a very clear line with them? Or are they unhappy about it?
Yeah, I think some of them are not very happy about it, but I think you put your safety first before your business. Yeah.
Of course, of course. So as you mentioned, because as a woman out there at being a forefront of the on-drawing phase itself and your company phase, what do you actually suggest to women that actually lack of confidence or don't even dare to step up? Do you have any suggestions for those women?
Try not to like limit yourself to others' expectations, because there are always a lot of people who will tell you, especially if you are a woman, they will tell you that you don't have to work that hard because your future husband is going to like take care of you and support you. And
oh no, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, there's like a lot of people like try to convince us as a woman. And but try not to listen too much to those comments and just follow your dreams and do whatever you want.
Of course. I believe that's your firm say as well to yourself and to the people around you. So you always believe in yourself. Do you?
Yeah. There are times when you don't believe in yourself, but you just need to get through those periods of time and try not to let those times affect you.
Have you been through those dark times? Feel free to share a little bit more.
Okay, I think everyone been through like a little bit depressed times. So at the beginning of my studies, before I start my business, I was quite depressed because it's like a big transition from poly to uni, and I couldn't cope with the workload in uni. So it was really very difficult for me. But I realized that that's not what I want. And actually, after starting this business, I realized that I found something that I want to do, and it's because of this business that's why I am not as depressed as last time.
So it shows that actually it will actually help. Businesses does not mean that it's very bad or it's very stressful, but sometimes it just distracts people away from their current life and then make their life much better or feel much better as well. And I believe that applies to you, and I believe it applies to all women out there. It doesn't only mean, people often think that, oh, when we actually have a business or we actually own a business, it always constitutes with stress. But to you, I actually see a different side of things. It's actually something very interesting for your end as well. Yeah, which I'm really proud to hear that you actually say that, because not everybody resonates the same, not everybody feels the same as well. And I hope that by finding Andrea Ink, you actually feel better and you feel more confident in yourself. Yeah. So so I see that you grew a lot as well. So it's very, very encouraging. Yeah. So I believe you will continue to do so. Yeah. So I think we are almost to the end of the session here already. I want to dive in a little bit more in depth, but also a very fun phase that all IWA interviewees will also go through, is that we're gonna have the IWA 3 golden rounds of questions. Fun fact, the questions are not sounded out to the interviewees on the first hand, so they don't know that I'm going to ask them these questions. So, okay, 3 questions throwing back to you now. First question, can you describe yourself in 1 word?
I would say foodie, because I really love
nice. I see. My next question, you will also be with food. What's your favorite food?
Oh, my favorite food, nasi lemak.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Okay, last golden question. If you have only 1 day to live, what would you do?
Spend my time with my friends and family at home.
That's nice. That's nice. So, any last words or last suggestion to the audiences out there that are actually viewing your podcast?
Try not to follow the crowd and try not to care too much about what everyone think about you. So people always think that someone else cannot do something just because they themselves cannot do it, and they always try to like convince their friends and family to do what they are told to do, which is the safest path. And but I think when you reach the stage where you don't care about what other people think about you, you will realize that you can do so much more than what you think you can.
Wow, that's very, very deep and a lot of understandings to go through this. But yeah, maybe the summarized version would be not care about what people think, and to some point of time you don't really, I would say you don't really have the time, or even don't really have the effort to really care about what people think already. I think everybody will cross that path and everybody will feel the same as well. Yeah. Okay, so that's the end of our podcast today. First and foremost, thank you, Sharon, for joining us. It's very interesting, and everybody know more about you right now. So if you need any design work, shouting out for Andrea Ink, you can just head over to their websites to actually check out their services. And those who actually want to know more about us and know more about IWA, you can just reach out to our different channels on YouTube and Spotify. So once again, I'll see you guys next week. Thank you. Bye-bye. Shouting out for IWA. If you want to empower other ladies or yourself, email us at support@iwa.sg. Do stay tuned for our upcoming podcasts every week on our respective channels. Like and subscribe our videos. Ciao!